members. Yeah. So every group member will receive individual score for the group's presentation. Yeah. Depending how well is the preparation of the member, and then how well is the member deal with the questions. Nanti ada question session ya, ada sesi pertanyaan. Okay. After the group has already finished delivering the presentation. Okay. And then 30%, okay, 40% for the final semester test, 30% for the UTS ya, or mid semester test, and then 30% for your assignment, your presentation scores ya. Okay. Ya, and your assignment ya, tugas-tugas Anda. Itu tadi misalnya doing your groups report ya, as a report, and then also progress report and article, especially the abstracts ya. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's all about the RTS and the what the criteria. Yeah. Okay, and then if you have any question, please you can give it to me now, because I would like to start with the review, yeah, about phrases and clauses. Okay, I want to share the screen, yeah. Okay, any question? Even though you will work in groups, yeah, but every member will receive individual scores. Setiap anggota kelompok akan mendapatkan nilai individu. Jadi, besides you have to work in groups, you should have good teamwork. You should be able to perform individually well. Ya, Anda juga harus menampilkan kinerja individu, maksud saya ya, yang baik.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, before I share, and then I would like to ask you about this one. Okay, please read the sentence, the word construction, and then please answer my questions. This is assessment ya. Nah, ini hanya untuk mengetahui saja how much you know about the topic that we will discuss. Okay, is it clear? Sudah jelas?
Yes,
Too small ya?
yes,
No? Or too small?
Too small.
Okay. How about now?
Okay.
Clear enough or not clear yet?
Yes.
Apa yes-nya?
Clear
Kalau or itu
enough.
jawabnya jangan pakai yes ya, kalau ada or. Kan ada pilihan. Oke. Ya. Oke, I would like to ask Ray to read the word construction. Saya bilang ini construction, kenapa? Because this construction consists of words. Ya, kalau Anda kan the construction consists of construction elements ya. Oke. Ya, Ray, please read.
Civil engineers conveys plan, construct,
Conceive, bukan confuse. Conceive.
Confuse.
S dulu, conceive.
Confuse.
No, V. Conceive. Sieve. Iya, conceive. Iya, not convince ya. Okay. Conceive. Once more.
Conceive.
Civil engineers
conceive, plan, construct, and operate facilities that meet basic human needs and reach out toward the realization of society's most noble goals.
Society. Most noble goals. Iya, oke. Thank you ya.
Yes,
Sudah lama nih, you haven't spoken English ya, for quite a long time, for almost 2 years.
Yes.
Jadi sudah mulai kaku-kaku ini, ya. Your tongue is rather stiff. Agak-agak ini nih, kaku, ya. Oke. Civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate facilities that meet basic human needs and reach out towards the realization of society's most noble goals, ya. Oke. Said Auburn. Oke. Now, I always mention the source. Ini dari ini. I wrote the source. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, please answer these questions. Who can answer my questions? The first, the second, and the third. Okay. The first is the construction which contains several words, a phrase, a clause, or a sentence. If it is a phrase, why? Give your reason. Yeah. Or if it is a clause, why? And if it is a sentence, why? Okay. If you cannot answer me correctly, that's okay. This is just assessment, yeah. I want to assess how much you know about our review topic. Yeah. Yes. Is it a phrase, a clause, or a sentence? Does anyone want to give your idea? Even if the idea is incorrect, that's okay. I will correct it. Don't worry. This is not a test, yeah?
I think
Who? What's your name?
Ray.
Oh, Ray. Okay, Ray.
I think this word is sentence, ma'am.
This construction, word construction. Ya, ini kan konstruksi yang terdiri dari kata-kata ya, jadi word construction. Ya, Ray?
My connection is, but
Oh, okay.
because there is a civil engineers that is refer to the subject, and the conceive, plan, construct, and operate facilities is the verb, and that meeting basic human needs and blah 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 is object.
Object.
I think.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Any other opinion? Thank you for your opinion, Ray. Okay, I would like to ask other students' opinion. Do you agree with Ray? Or do you have your own idea or opinion? I will give my comment later.
Ma'am.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name Claudia.
Oh, Claudia. Okay. Claudia, yes, Claudia.
Okay, ma'am. According to me, the construction is a sentence because the construction has a subject and predicate, and then
Now, which one is the subject and which one is the predicate?
The subject is civil engineers. To be predicate is needs and reach out.
Okay, the predicate is the predicates are
need and reach out.
Need and reach out.
And then the sentence has two clauses.
Two clauses.
Yeah, and other have a phrase.
Okay, ya, satu-satu dulu ya. Okay. Pertama, you think this word construction is a sentence. Why? How do you know it is a sentence?
Because the construction, because the sentence has a subject and predicate.
A subject and predicate. Which one is the subject?
The subject is civil engineers.
Okay, and the predicate?
And the predicate are needs and reach out.
Okay. So you disagree with Ray?
Yes,
according to Ray, the predicates are conceive, plan, construct, and operate facilities.
Oh,
But we
no,
have different. No. Okay.
no. I
Yeah.
think the predicate needs and reach out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Ray and Claudia. Yeah,
Ma'am.
for your opinions. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is it a phrase? Not a phrase. Yeah. It is not a phrase. Why? Because a phrase is a small group of words. Dia cuma ya kelompok kata tapi cuma kecil aja gitu ya, not a long one like this one ya. Okay. A clause, maybe it is a clause ya. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but a sentence? Yes, it is a sentence. First. Okay, first because it, yeah, the first reason, yeah. The first reason is this word construction contains a subject. Yes, civil engineers as the subject of the construction, the sentence. Okay. And the second one, if there's a subject, there should be a predicate or a verb. At least one verb. Yeah, at least. But a sentence or a clause, yeah, may have more than one verbs or predicates, yeah, as in this word construction. Conceive is a verb, plan is a verb, construct, not construction, yeah, okay. Construct is a verb, operate, not operation, not operational, yeah. Now, those are verbs, yeah. So there are 4 verbs: conceive, plan, construct, and then the 4 verbs or the 4 predicates are joined together with a coordinating conjunction and, ya. Okay. Ya, sama seperti misalnya when I ask who are the members of your group, for example, Claudia, Doni, and Brian. Nah, seperti itu kan. Jadi 3 nama digabungkan, ya. Tapi ini bukan nama, bukan not nouns but verbs are joined together, ya. Ya. Oke, ini yang dinamakan compound verb. Compound verb, ya. Jadi verbs yang digabungkan. Jadi gabungan kata kerja, ya. Ray, facilities is not a verb, ya. Operate what? Operate facilities. So facilities is a noun, ya. Civil engineers is also a noun, ya. But civil engineers functioning as a subject because the noun civil engineers, ya, performs an action at least or several actions, ya. Di sini civil engineers akan melakukan beberapa action: conceive, plan, construct, and operate, ya. Okay. What do civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate? Facilities, ya. Jadi this is a noun which functions as an object because the word facilities receives the action of the subject, receive the verbs, the actions of the verbs conceive, plan, construct, and operate. So facilities is a noun functioning as an object, ya. Okay. And then ini there is that. That ini apa? Ini relative pronoun. Dia relative pronoun. Do you know pronoun? Apa pronoun? Pronoun is a noun or a word that is used to replace a noun. Makanya ada noun-nounnya ya. Oke, karena dia menggantikan. Jadi kata ganti untuk benda. Pronoun. Nah, ini pronoun ya. Oke. Nah, after this pronoun, there is another verb. Tapi sekarang pronounnya tadi that, ini refers to what? Not civil engineers, tapi refers to the noun it modifies. It refers to. Ini that ini mengacu kepada noun yang mana? Tidak civil engineers. Kalau civil engineers berarti that diletakkan right after the civil engineers. Tapi ini tidak, ya. That is placed right after the noun facilities. Jadi, ya, that is a pronoun for facilities, ya. Oke. Jadi ini relative pronoun, ya. Karena ini relative pronoun berarti harus ada verb-nya lagi. Seperti misalnya ya, saya bilang, I teach English. I is the subject. What is the form of the subject? Bentuk subjeknya atau bentuk nominanya apa? Bukan Mem Aisyah or Mem Siti, bukan. Kalau itu noun ya. Tapi kalau I, he, she, they itu pronouns. Ya. Oke. Jadi ini pun pronoun juga, ya. Oke. Ya. Tapi ini pronoun yang fungsinya adalah to relate, ya. The word it modifies or it substitutes to the verb. Ya, dia pronoun ini fungsinya adalah menghubungkan, ya. Kata yang dia acu, yang dia gantikan, ya, dengan verbnya. Jadi kita tidak perlu double objek di sini. Facilities kemudian facilities lagi ya. Oke, tidak perlu. Jadi cukup dengan menggunakan that. Oke. Kemudian meet tadi sudah saya katakan, this is a verb ya. Oke. And there is another verb ya, for the subject facilities or for the pronoun that. Ya, jadi benar tadi siapa Claudia? Reach out. Yes. Ya, apa artinya reach out, Claudia? Claudia?
Mencapai, Mem.
Mencapai. Iya. Ya. Oke. Anda kan punya tujuan, you have goals ya in your life, in your studying. Then you have to reach out the goals. Ya. Oke. Ya. Jadi semuanya ini conceive, plan, construct, and operate plus meet and reach out are verbs. Ya. Jadi verbsnya banyak. Tapi but the subject of conceive, plan, construct, and operate is civil engineers. But the subject of meet and reach out is facilities, gitu ya. Oke. Jadi beda subjek. Ya. Loh, Mem kok ada 2 subjek, Mem? Iya, nanti saya jelaskan kenapa ada 2 subjek ya. Oke. Ya. Oke. That's the reason why it is satu lagi. Itu tadi the first reason ya. The second reason, ya, this word construction begins with a capital letter C, ya. Nah itu salah satu one requirement of a sentence, ya. The first letter atau the sentence begins with a capital letter. Kalimat mulai dengan huruf besar. That's why C should be capitalized, yes. And then a sentence ends with a period or full stop, ada yang mengatakan period, ada yang mengatakan full stop, yaitu titik, ya. Atau jadi ends in a full stop or period, comma, a question mark or an exclamation mark. Ya. Jadi selain kalimat diakhiri dengan titik, ya, full stop or period, bisa juga diakhiri dengan apa? Question mark, tanda tanya, ya. Or exclamation mark, tanda seru. Misalnya kalau saya katakan ya apa? Get out, for example, ya. Nah, saya pakai tanda seru. I use an exclamation mark. It is already a sentence, ya. Because it ends in a question, an exclamation mark. Where do you live? And then there should be a question mark. That's that the question mark ends the sentence, but the sentence in form of a question or interrogative. Ya, jadi tergantung bentuk kalimatnya apa. Is it a statement? If it is a statement, ends the sentence in a full stop or period. If it is a question, ends the sentence, the question sentence or interrogative, in a question mark. If it's an exclamation remark, ya, ada apa namanya? Pernyataan untuk menyatakan apa ya? Imperatif, okay. Sometimes also to express our emotion, ya. Then we end the sentence in an exclamation mark, ya. Tanda seru. Oke. Jadi itu syarat-syaratnya atau reasons-nya, ya. Ada 3. Pertama tadi mengandung subjek dan predikat. At least one subject and one predicate. But this sentence contains more than one subject, civil engineers, and tadi that ya, which refers to facilities. Kemudian plus verbs, at least one verb, one predicate, but the sentence contains more than one. Ya, oke. Ya, is it clear? Dan nanti when a group starts discussing about sentences, ya, or types of sentences, you can review, ya. What is a sentence? Ya, the definition of a sentence. Okay, the second one. Okay, so thank you, Ray and Claudia, for your ideas, ya. Okay, ya, not correct, but I can correct your ideas, ya. Okay, that's already good. Sudah bagus, ya. Oke, meskipun belum benar. Kan saya mau tahu how much you put an effort, ya. Berapa banyak Anda melakukan usaha, ya. So I appreciate your effort, Ray and Claudia. Okay, the next question. Thank you, Claudia and Ray. Next question, how many clauses does the construction contain? Maybe other students or who wants to try? Yeah, how many clauses does the construction, civil engineers, blah, 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 of society's most noble goals contain? Mengandung berapa? Siapa? Who are you?
Cindy, ma'am.
Oh, Cindy.
Yes.
Okay, Cindy. Yeah. Your name is important for me, yeah, because
Yes,
I need to write down who is active during my class. Yeah. Okay, 2 clauses.
Yes.
Why?
Because it contains 2 subject and the first clause is civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate, and the second
Operate
clause
what?
is
Operate what?
operate facilities.
Ya, sampai di situ jangan dihilangkan ya. Don't delete the, don't remove the words facilities. Okay, that's the first clause. And the second clause?
Facilities that meet basic human needs and reach out toward the realization of society's most noble goals.
So you include the word facilities in the second clause. Why?
Facilities
what did I tell you before? That is a pronoun. If we use a pronoun, we don't need to repeat what does the pronoun refer to. Nggak perlu kita ulangi lagi, kecuali unless in spoken language ya. Kadang-kadang kalau di bahasa percakapan atau bahasa lisan, ya, sometimes we repeat the subject, ya. For example, the man, for example, Mr. Budi, ya. Oke. Nah itu boleh. Tapi kalau writing, especially formal writing, tidak bisa. You cannot do that, ya. Jadi subjeknya yang mana? Pronoun tadi. What is the pronoun?
That.
Iya, ya. So the second clause begins or proceeds with that. Iya. Okay. That meet basic human needs and reach out toward the realization of society's most noble goals. Ya. Kenapa dimulai dengan that? Nah, nanti kita bicara, ya. Okay, we will discuss further. Okay, so 2 clauses. Yes, good job. Ya. Even though the answer is not 100% perfect. Hanya sedikit kurangnya tadi, ya. Facilities is not included in the second clause. Ya. It is included in the first clause. That's all. Ya. Nanti that yang dimaksud that itu apa? Baru kita lihat. Oh ya, what does that refer to? Why is it a pronoun? Because it substitutes a noun, facilities, gitu ya. Oke. Ya. Oke, thank you Cindy. Yes, almost perfect ya. Okay. Okay, next, the last or the third question. How many phrases does a construction have? In the second question, I asked how many clauses. But now in the third question or the last question, I ask you how many phrases. One, two, three, or more than three. Kalau tadi clause more than one, only two, ya. Okay. Is there any student who wants to try?
Aldiana, ma'am.
Aldiana.
Yeah.
Okay, Aldiana. Okay, Aldiana.
I think there is 3 phrases.
3 phrases. What are they?
Civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate. And the second is basic human needs and reach out toward their realization.
Okay. Civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate is one phrase.
Yes.
Yeah, Aldiana. And the second phrase, basic human needs.
Yes.
And the third phrase is toward the realization of society's most noble goals.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I want you to answer, yeah, my question, my further question. Yeah, civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate. Are you sure? Is it a phrase?
Yeah, I think yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because phrases itu there are several types of phrases, yeah. The first one is a noun phrase, a verb phrase, yeah. Kemudian adjective phrase, and then adverbial phrase, and then prepositional phrase, gerund phrase, ya. Kemudian past participial phrase. Ini tuh banyak, ya. Kalau di sini civil engineers conceive, plan, construct, and operate. What type of phrase is it? Because you combine civil engineers as the subject of the sentence with the verbs of the sentence.
The verb is conceive, plan, construct, and operate.
Apa? Apa? Pardon me? Conceive, plan, construct, and operate.
Phrases verb.
Verb phrase. Ya, berarti itu terpisah ya.
Pak Budi.
Is one phrase ya. Conceive, plan, construct, and operate is another phrase, second phrase ya. And then basic human needs, the third phrase. And then toward the realization of society's most noble goals is the fourth phrase. Ya, jadi 4 ya. Aldiana. Jadi do not combine the different types of phrases into one phrase. Ya, jangan digabungkan jenis yang berbeda, jenis frasa yang berbeda menjadi satu. Ya, kalau civil engineers itu kan sebagai subjek, berarti as a noun, ya kan?
Yes,
nah, conceive, plan, construct, and operate itu kan as a verbs, ya, sebagai predicates atau verba. Jadi verb phrase gitu ya. Oke.
Thank you.
Ya. Oke. Oke. Aldiana, what is actually a phrase? How can you divide the words in this sentence ya into tadi berapa? 4 ya. 4 groups of phrases. Caranya bagaimana? Berarti berdasarkan based on the definition of a phrase ya. Oke. What is a phrase? Aldiana.
Phrase is a combination of a group word.
A phrase is
combination of a group word.
a combination of a group words. Combination sama group apa bedanya? Cuma beda apa? Beda kata ya. Tapi maksudnya apa sih kalau combination itu apa artinya?
Which has meaning it and it does.
Combination is derived from the word combine, to combine, ya, menggabungkan, because it is it ends in shen, affixation, so it is a noun. Jadi bukan menggabungkan tapi gabungan, ya. Oke. Kalau a group, gabungan juga kan?
Iya.
Iya. Misalnya a group of words, kata digabungkan. Mahasiswa digabungkan menjadi satu kelompok, gitu kan, dikelompokkan, ya. Ya, cuma beda ini aja, kelompok dengan kelompok kata atau gabungan kata, itu saja, ya. But the concepts are, both concepts have the same idea, idenya sama saja ya. Oke. Jadi a combination or a group, nah boleh ya. Oke. Jadi a combination or a group of
words.
Words.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then?
Which has a meaning and it doesn't contain a subject and a verb.
Okay. And doesn't have? Has a meaning ya?
Yes.
Ya. Kalau di beberapa, in some dictionary or in one dictionary, which has a conceptual unit. Lebih keren lagi gitu ya. A conceptual unit itu artinya unit itu kan kesatuan. Ya. Misalnya satu rumah saya membeli satu unit rumah. Berarti kesatuan kan? Kesatuan dari apa? Elemen of the house gitu ya. Terdiri dari elemen-elemen rumah tersebut. Ada bedroom, ada bathroom dan sebagainya. There are windows, there are doors ya. Oke. Oke. Jadi sedangkan konsep adalah what is the concept of happiness? Nah, contohnya, apa konsep? What is your concept of beauty? Apa konsep Anda tentang kebahagiaan, tentang kecantikan? Terus Anda you try to describe, ya, oke. The meaning or the meaning not in bahasa ya, the real meaning, the meaning of the word, not in another language bukan, ya. Tapi yang Anda pahami, what you understand about happiness and beauty, ya. Mungkin bagi orang beauty itu ada yang for example, the beauty of a girl, or she has fair skin, ya, kulitnya tuh bagus gitu ya, putih gitu ya, for example. Kemudian has, for example, beautiful hair, ya, oke, etc. etc. Itu kan konsep ya. Bisa tidak diartikan dengan makna? Bisa, ya. Apa makna kecantikan menurut Anda? Apa makna kebahagiaan menurut Anda? What is the concept of beauty or happiness? Ya, oke. Oke, itu ya. Jadi conceptual meaning, conceptual unit artinya kesatuan makna. Jadi tidak boleh maknanya cerai-berai gitu ya, harus menyatu. Oke. Seperti civil engineers, ya. Oke, engineers ini insinyur. Insinyur apa? Insinyur sipil itu kan satu kesatuan makna, ya. Nanti ada mechanical engineers, ada lagi electrical engineers gitu ya. Oke. Ya. Oke, jadi yang kedua, yang pertama adalah a group of words ya. A small groups or a small combination of words boleh ya. Oke. Tapi dia tidak panjang-panjang biasanya ya. Cukup singkat saja, pendek. Oke, the next one. Tapi pendeknya itu tidak bisa ditentukan oleh berapa kata ya. Sometimes a phrase consists of 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, sometimes 5 words ya. Tapi tidak sampai 10 words, tidak sampai 10 ya. Oke, the next one tadi which has a conceptual unit ya. Yang memiliki kesatuan konsep atau makna. Nah, yang terakhir, the last one that you mentioned ya, Aldiana, it doesn't contain a subject and a predicate or a verb. Ya. Ya. Ya, jadi itu ciri yang ketiga, ya, atau syarat yang ketiga. The third requirement of a phrase. A phrase does not contain a subject and a predicate at the same time. Ya, ya, tidak boleh memiliki kedua itu tadi, ya, kedua unsur tersebut, subjek dan predikat. Kenapa? Why can't a phrase contain a subject and a predicate? Does anyone know? Okay, thank you, Aldiana. Now I want to ask the other students. Okay, good answer, Aldiana. Ya, kenapa? Why can't a phrase contain a subject and a predicate or a verb? Please mention your name before you answer my question. Jadi satu slide ini saya bisa merangkum semuanya, ya. Tapi secara tidak secara terperinci, not in detail, ya. Tapi mungkin setengah lah, setengah detail, ya. Okay, can anyone answer my question? Okay, tadi Cindy, you answered my second question, ya. How many clauses does a construction contain? Nah, sekarang itu kan clauses, ya. What is the concept or the definition of a clause? Cindy. Back to Cindy. Anda tadi bisa menentukan bahwa ini you could decide that the sentence contains two clauses. Dari mana Anda tahu?
Because it contains subject and verb.
Nah. Jadi, why can't a phrase contain a subject and a verb, Cindy?
Sorry, ma'am.
Why can't? Kenapa tidak bisa frasa, ya, mengandung subjek dan predikat atau verb?
Also, when it contains a subject and a verb, it
is not a phrase.
Clause. Yeah, it's not a phrase,
Yes.
but the clauses.
But it is a
Clause.
A clause. That's right. Yeah. Okay, good job, Cindy. Yes. Okay, you get another score. Ya. Okay. Jadi itu why can't? Nah, can't-nya saya tekankan, bukan can you speak English? Nah, kalau saya tidak tekankan, ya, tidak pakai not. Okay, can you speak English? Can you design a house for me, for example? Ya, itu can-nya tidak saya tekankan, makanya tidak ada not-nya. Tapi kalau pakai not biasanya ditekankan. Why can't you do that? Kenapa Anda tidak bisa melakukan itu? Ya, why can't a phrase contain a subject and a verb? Because if a word construction, ya, contains a subject and a verb, it is not a phrase. But it is a clause. So that's the difference between a phrase and a clause. Ya. Jadi inilah perbedaan antara frasa dan klausa. Ya. Oke. The complete definition of a clause is hampir sama dengan tadi, cuma dibedakan yang terakhir saja. Ya. Oke. A combination or a group of words. Ya. Of course, which has a conceptual unit, harus punya kesatuan makna. Kalau tidak punya kesatuan makna, maknanya tadi apa ya? What is the meaning of this clause? Ya, people cannot understand what you are talking about, what you are writing. Ya, dan yang terakhir, and it contains, ya, a subject and a verb at least, ya, minimal satu. Tidak, memang harus satu. Kalau klausa itu satu klausa, itu contains a subject and a verb. Hanya ada kata satu ya, a subject and a verb, satu saja, ya. Oke. Is it clear? Dear all?
Yes,
Semuanya jelas, ya?
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Praises to the Almighty God, ya. Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Oke. Now, ini sudah clear ya. Sekarang let's proceed to the second. The second, ya. Nah, ini ya. The basic difference between a clause and a phrase, karena sama-sama a group of words gitu tadi ya, which has a conceptual unit. Ya, jadi the basic difference between a clause and a phrase is that a clause must have a finite verb and a phrase must not. Saya udah tidak pakai does not lagi, tapi must not. Tidak boleh. Ya, oke. Jadi kalau klausa harus punya finite verb. What is finite verb? A verb that can be changed into any tense, depending on the time. Kan kalau dalam bahasa Inggris itu ada banyak tenses ya, tergantung waktunya gitu ya. Nah, itu yang disebut finite verb. Ya. And a phrase must not. Sebuah frasa tidak boleh memiliki finite verb. Ya. Ya tentunya harus ada subjeknya. Kalau ada finite verb, siapa who performs the action or the finite verb? Siapa yang melakukan kata kerja tersebut? Ya, harus ada subjek. Okay. The second point, a phrase is a small group of words standing together as a conceptual unit. Ya, ini ditambahkan standing together. Ya, dia harus bersama-sama. Ya, oke. Kemudian as a conceptual unit sebagai satu kesatuan makna, typically forming a component of a clause. Ya. Nah, khususnya yang membentuk sebuah komponen klausa. This is according to Oxford Dictionary. Ya, nah saya selalu ini according to Oxford. Kalau yang tadi saya tidak, saya itu rangkuman saja ya. Oke. Oke, the next one according to Osborne, Timothy, Michael Putnam, and Thomas Gross, 2011. In linguistic analysis, a phrase is a group of words or possibly a single word. Ya, single word ini kenapa kok bisa single word? Kalau kalimat perintah boleh single word ya. Oke, misalnya apa? Go. Ya. Itu a single word. Tapi itu it is a sentence gitu ya. It is a phrase. Next. That functions as a constituent in the syntax of a sentence. Syntax itu adalah ilmu tata kalimat ya. A branch of linguistics that studies about sentences. Yang mengkaji tentang kalimat. Ya, syntax. Oke. And a single unit within a grammatical hierarchy. Ya. Dia adalah satu kesatuan dalam hierarki gramatika, ya. Nanti ada lagi hierarki gramatika yang lain yaitu klausa. Nanti sentence, nanti paragraf gitu ya. Oke. Ya, that's according to Osborne, Timothy, Michael Putnam, and Thomas Gross. Okay, the next one. While a clause is a group of words that has both a subject and a predicate. Ya. Tadi ini harus ada nih, ya. Oke. Every complete sentence is made up of at least one clause. Setiap kalimat lengkap terdiri dari atau dibuat dari apa? At least one clause. Minimal satu clause. Ya, satu klausa. Apa contohnya? Oke, let's take a look at the examples. Michael bought a new computer. It is a sentence. Why is it a sentence? Because it starts with a capital letter M and then ends in a full stop and it contains a subject, Michael as the subject, bought as a verb, and then a new computer, which is a phrase, functioning as an object. Yeah. What did Michael buy? A new computer. Yeah. So one sentence, one clause, one subject and one verb. Yeah, plus one object. Yeah, but sometimes a clause doesn't contain an object, yeah, it depending on the verb. If the verb is transitive verb, so it requires an object. Kalau kata kerjanya atau verbanya transitif, maka transitive verb membutuhkan objek, butuh objek, ya. Oke. Tapi kalau if the verb is intransitive verb, it doesn't require an object. Misalnya, I go. I go to market. Go is intransitive verb because it doesn't require an object. Yeah. Okay. But buy is a transitive verb. It requires an object. The next one. Michael bought a new computer, but he still has the old one. One sentence, yeah. Okay, but the sentence contains two clauses. The two clauses are separated with a comma and separated with a conjunction but, yeah. Okay. Doni, whom were you talking to? You are not listening to me. Whom were you talking to? Anda ngobrol dengan siapa tadi? Don?
Someone asked me something, ma'am.
Siapa? Who? Who asked you something?
My friend, ma'am.
Yeah, who is your friend? What's his name?
Sorry.
Siapa yo?
Galih, ma'am.
Gali. Gali is a friend of yours in this class?
No, ma'am.
No. Oh, from another class. Kelas lain. Nah, oke. Ayo, tadi saya sedang menerangkan ini, the second example. Michael bought a new computer, but he still has the old one. Why does this sentence contains two clauses?
There is subject. Michael bought a new computer is clauses and he still has the old one. Clauses.
Yeah, but why is it one sentence with two clauses? Why is it still a one sentence?
It has pronoun.
Pronoun? Mana pronoun?
Pronoun. Apa namanya?
You are not listening to me because you are talking to your friend Gali, ya. Karena Anda tidak mendengarkan. Ya, it is still a sentence, ya, because it ends. Ini berakhiran dengan apa? Full stopnya di sini. But there's another punctuation in the sentence, inside the sentence. Di dalam kalimat itu ada punctuation juga, ada kata, ada tanda baca, yaitu apa? Koma. Remember, ya, a comma does not end a sentence. Ya, okay. A semicolon, even a semicolon does not end a sentence. Ya, you know semicolon? Doni? Oke. Tahu nggak semicolon?
Yes, ma'am.
Apa?
Titik koma itu, ma'am.
Titik koma, ya. Even a colon juga tidak mengakhiri sebuah kalimat, ya. Oke. Yang mengakhiri kalimat tadi adalah hanya koma, tanda baca yang lain, misalnya question mark, tanda tanya atau tanda seru, gitu ya. Oke. Jadi these two clauses are separated, ya, by a comma and a conjunction but, ya. Oke. Not only comma, ya. Karena cuma dua, ya jadi harus ada satu conjunction, ya. Kemudian separated also with a comma. Ya. Jadi itu ya. Kenapa ini dua klausa dijadikan satu? Karena karena diakhiri dengan satu tanda titik. Sedangkan di tengah itu ada koma, it does not end a sentence, ya. It also ends a clause. It only ends a clause. Hanya mengakhiri sebuah klausa. Oke. Ya. Oke. So please listen carefully, ya. I will not repeat. Okay, next. Although he still has his old one, Michael now has a new computer. This is also one sentence consisting of two clauses, ya. So again, there is a comma. But there's no conjunction, ma'am. No but. Yeah, because I use different way to express the same idea. Ya, saya menggunakan cara yang berbeda dalam mengekspresikan atau menyatakan satu ide yang sama. Idenya sama-sama saja kan, bahwa si Michael, ya, dia baru beli komputer baru, ya, kemudian dia komputer yang lama masih dia simpan, gitu ya. Oke, itu. Bedanya adalah apa? Can you see the difference between the second example and the third?
The third sentence has a subordinate.
Siapa? Who is speaking?
Sekar, ma'am.
Sekar. Mana Sekar?
Ma'am.
Ya, Sekar.
The third sentence has a subordinating conjunction, ya, ma'am.
The third sentence. Which one is the subordinating conjunction?
Also.
Also. Tadi saya bacanya also ya.
Also.
Ya, ternyata Anda sudah lupa ya membaca ini ya. Although, father, mother, although itu the-nya sama. Ya. Bukan sa in Arabic language ya. Not the, but the. Father, mother. Anda juga jangan bilang father ya. Bukan deh dia. Ya.
Oke, ma'am.
Kalau deh itu kan lidah Anda itu di belakang gigi. Mendekati gusi. Deh. Down. Oh, malah di belakang gusi, ya. Kalau ini tidak the tuh. Jadi lidah Anda tidak di belakang gusi tapi di gigi bagian atas. Father. Ya. Bukan juga fa, ya. Kalau fa itu ringan sekali, kalau ini agak berat. Father, although, ya. Oke. Although is a subordinate conjunction.
Yes, ma'am.
Ya. How about the second example?
Kenapa, ma'am?
The second example? Kan saya tanya Anda, what is the difference between the second example and the third example? Selain tadi, maknanya kan idenya sama, ya. Cuma penggunaan katanya yang berbeda. Ya, apanya yang berbeda di sini?
Yang kedua, subordinating conjunction-nya di tengah yang but. Tapi kalau yang nomor 3 di awal, ma'am.
Oh, the placement or the position of the subordinating conjunction.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So although it's a subordinating conjunction, but it's also a subordinating conjunction. Ya. Yeah. Sekar. Am I right? Benar nggak yang Anda bilang seperti itu?
Gimana, ma'am?
Although it's a subordinating conjunction. You said that, ya? Yeah? And
yes.
Then you also added, but it's also a subordinating conjunction. Only the position is different.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The position.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sekar. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, do you have another opinion? Different opinion from Sekar's opinion? Ada yang berbeda? Before I give you my comment on Sekar's opinion. Tidak ada? Okay. Yeah, in the second example, yeah, after a comma, which separates the first clause, yeah, okay, from the second clause, remember there is a conjunction but. Sekar, but is not a subordinating conjunction. Yeah, but is a coordinating conjunction.
Coordinating conjunction. Oke, ma'am.
Yeah. Ya, beda itu coordinating conjunction dengan subordinating conjunction. Namanya sub. Ada main contractor, ada apa? Subcontractor. Sama nggak kewajibannya, tanggung jawabnya? Beda kan? Di konstruksi beda. Subcontractor is responsible for, tanggung jawabnya kemana dia? Ke main contractor. Main contractor tanggung jawabnya kemana? Ke owner, ya kan? Am I right?
Yes.
Nah, jadi sub itu di bawah main gitu kan? Ya, oke. Kalau subkontraktor tidak beres, main kontraktor yang menegur. Tapi kalau main kontraktor yang tidak beres, yang menegur adalah owner. Anda nggak benar nih bikin ini gitu kan? Nah nanti tinggal main kontraktor siapa ya subkontraktor yang mengerjakan ini? Misalnya mengerjakan fondasi. Siapa? Nah, Anda tinggal tunjuk dia kenapa salah bikin fondasinya, gitu ya. Oke. Ya, jadi subordinating conjunction ada kata sub gitu ya. Jadi konsepnya sama dengan subkontraktor gitu. Dia di bawah, ya. Oke. Di bawah apa? Di bawah main, gitu ya. Oke. Di bawah main clause atau independent clause gitu, ya. Oke. Jadi but is coordinating conjunction. Ya. For your information, nanti we will discuss further ya by the group. Oke. Coordinating conjunction consists of only 7 words. Cuma 7, gampang sekali, mudah, easy to remember ya. You just remember fanboys. F for for, A for N, O of N, F A N ya. F for for, A for N, kemudian N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, S for so. Nah, gitu. Jadi itu akronim. Ya, saya buat apa yang lebih singkat, jadi mudah. Saya karena because since I realize that I'm not good at memorizing things, saya tuh tidak bisa menghafal dengan baik gitu ya. Jadi saya selalu gimana caranya ya? Ini cuma 7, ya udah saya buat akronim saja. Lalu saya gabungkan gimana yang easy to remember. Saya bilang, oh ada fanboys ini bisa. Nah, ya, ternyata itu bisa. Jadi fanboys tadi itu merupakan they are coordinating conjunctions. Nah, kalau subordinating conjunction itu there are more than 30 words. Lebih dari 30. Saya nggak bisa bikin itunya. Tapi nanti ada kategorinya ya, to tell the time, to tell the place, to tell the, for example, addition, etc., etc. Ya. Oke, we will discuss further later. Ya. Oke. Jadi itu bedanya ya. The second example uses the coordinating conjunction but, while the third example using a subordinate conjunction although. Ya. Itu udah jenisnya udah beda nanti ini jenis kalimatnya. Ya. Karena yang satu menggunakan coordinating conjunction, yang satu menggunakan subordinate conjunction. Ya. Oke. Ya. Jadi in the second example there are 2 independent clauses. Oh, apa itu independent clauses? Ya, nanti kita bahas ya. Jadi ada 2 induk kalimat ini yang digabung dengan satu coordinating conjunction but. Sedangkan in the third example there are 1 independent clause and 1 dependent clause. Ada satu induk kalimat, satu anak kalimat. Jadi ada induk, ada anak. Yang anak adalah although tadi. Although he still has his old one. Ya. Karena dia, because this, kenapa dia anak kalimat? Because it contains or it proceeds with a subordinate conjunction. Karena klausa ini dimulai dengan subordinate conjunction, gitu ya. Apa saja subordinate conjunctionnya? Kalau ini yang di sini untuk yang sesuai adalah although, gitu ya. Oke. The next one. Yeah. Now, what is the difference between independent and dependent clause? What is a dependent clause? What is an independent clause or main clause? Nah, ini tadi sama dengan main contractor ya. Jadi ini induk, klausa induk atau induk kalimat. An independent clause is a clause that makes sense. Tadi kalau klausa sudah tahu ya. A clause is a group of words ya. Standing together as a conceptual unit atau which has a conceptual unit and it contains a subject and a predicate or a verb. Itu harus dipenuhi dulu ya. Oke. Lalu yang membedakan dependent clause juga karena kan itu the definition of clause in general. Sekarang what makes a clause dependent and independent? Ya. Oke. Ini syaratnya. An independent clause or a main clause is a clause that makes sense by itself. Gitu. Ya. Jadi klausa yang bisa berdiri sendiri, ya, karena dia punya makna tersendiri, tanpa harus dihubungkan dengan klausa yang lain, dia sudah bisa punya makna yang lengkap, ya. Nah, itulah yang dimaksud dengan independent clause atau induk kalimat. Ya. Okay. That expresses a complete thought or idea. Ya. Oke, dia bisa punya makna tersendiri, ya, bisa berdiri sendiri karena dia menyatakan gagasan yang lengkap atau pikiran yang lengkap. Ya. Itu makes sense by itself because it expresses a complete thought. Ya. Okay. While a dependent clause or a subordinate clause does not make sense by itself. Tidak bisa punya makna sendiri. Makanya tadi menggunakan that gitu ya. That apa tadi? That apa tadi kalimatnya? Saya lupa. Sorry. Nah ini, oh ya, that meet basic human needs and reach out towards the realization of society's most noble goals. Kok clause dimulai tiba-tiba dengan that? Apa that ini maksudnya? What does that refer to? Gitu, ya kan? Dia harus bisa mengacu kepada apa? Karena dia tidak bisa berdiri sendiri, gitu, ya. Kecuali kalau it, nah itu beda, ya. Kalau it, they itu siapa yang kita maksud kita tahu, ya. Kalau they, the students misalnya, ya. Kalau it misalnya the book or the laptop, for example. Kalau ini belum jelas, ya. Harus it must be attached to an independent clause, harus dihubungkan dengan independent clause atau induk kalimat, ya. Nah itu contohnya. Jadi kalau kita ngomong that meets basic human needs, loh, apa yang meets basic human needs, ya? Oke, tidak jelas. Jadi it doesn't make sense by itself because it does not express a complete thought or idea. Karena tidak menyatakan gagasan yang lengkap, ya. Oke, kalau gagasan yang lengkap tadi contohnya Michael bought a new computer, ya. Kemudian he still has the old one. Dia masih punya yang lama. Jadi yang lama tidak dijual, ya, tidak diberikan kepada orang lain, dia masih still keeps it, ya. Nah, ini dua independent clause. Karena dua-duanya ya digabungkan dengan both of the clauses are combined with a coordinating conjunctions, ya. So, Michael bought a new computer is an independent clause. He still has the old one is also an independent clause. Ya, jadi dua-duanya adalah induk kalimat. A sentence with two independent clauses. Coordinating conjunction do not count as part of the clause. Ya, jadi coordinating conjunction seperti di sini misalnya, for example here, but is not count as part of a clause. Tidak menjadi bagian dari klausa. Ya, oke. Ya. Okay, the next example. Although he still has his old one, Michael now has a new computer. Yeah, it is a sentence. Yeah, but only the second clause is independent. Hanya kalimat kedua yang merupakan induk kalimat. Kenapa? Because the second clause makes sense by itself. Ya, tanpa ditambahkan apa-apa, dia sudah bisa punya makna sendiri. Oh, Michael sekarang punya komputer baru, ya kan? Michael now has a new computer. Nah, the first clause, although he still has his old one, meskipun dia masih menyimpan ya laptopnya yang lama, ya terus kenapa? Meskipun dia masih menyimpan laptopnya yang lama. Nah, kan? So this is dependent clause. Why? Because it needs to be attached to an independent clause. Klausa yang ini, although he still has his old one, perlu disambung atau digabungkan dengan independent clause. Ya, because although he still has his old one, does not make sense by itself because it doesn't express a complete thought. Ya, karena itu alasannya. Ya, jadi only the second clause is independent. Ya. Oke. Oke, DC tadi sudah ya saya katakan although. Oh ya, kenapa? Why is this a DC? Selain tadi because it doesn't express a complete thought or it doesn't make sense by itself. Because it contains a subordinating conjunction. Ya. Jadi kalau Anda cuma bilang he still has his old one. Oh, one ini pasti ada kata gantinya. Tapi udah jelas punya yang lamanya gitu ya. Dia masih memiliki yang lamanya, apanya, handphonenya boleh, laptopnya boleh gitu. Ya. Oke. Kemudian ada although. Although a subordinating conjunction although, for example, ya, makes an independent clause becomes dependent clause. Ya. A subordinating conjunction such as although, ya, since, because, etc. dan sebagainya, ya, makes an IC becomes a DC. Membuat induk kalimat menjadi anak kalimat. Jadi hati-hati kalau Anda menggunakan subordinate conjunction, ya. Karena apa? Karena dia adalah anak kalimat, bukan induk kalimat. Kalau dia anak kalimat berarti Anda harus tambahkan induk kalimat, gitu ya. You should attach to this dependent clause an independent clause. Ya, oke. Ya. Okay. Yes. So I think that's a review about phrases and clauses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you have any question or if there is something unclear, yeah, about my explanation, so you can ask me now. Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to ask you something.
What's your name?
My name is Claudia.
Okay, Claudia.
How do we know the difference of the that as a conjunction and that as pronoun?
Okay.
In the sentence.
Okay. How do we know
the difference?
The difference of that?
Of that as a conjunction and that as a pronoun in the sentence.
As a conjunction, a conjunction and a apa tadi?
And that as a pronoun.
Pronoun. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, you're welcome. Ya, ini tadi belum dijelaskan memang ya. Karena saya pikir nanti it will be discussed further in detail by group berapa ya? Maybe group 3 ya. Okay. Yeah, so I will give you the answer ya. Okay. How do you know the difference of that as a conjunction? Conjunctionnya apa tadi? Subordinate conjunction ya, Claudia. Okay. And pronoun. Okay. Ya. Subordinate conjunction. Ya. Tidak bisa kalau that itu subordinate conjunction. Itu biasanya dipakai apa? So that biasanya. Ya. Coba dicek deh, Claudia. Ya. Jadi tidak ada no that functioning as a subordinate conjunction. Yang ada an example of subordinate conjunction is so that. Ya. Oke, Claudia, maybe you can check on the internet. Benar nggak omongan saya?
Okay, ma'am. I want
Okay.
to check.
You are searching ya? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
While that as a pronoun, ya, because it refers to the noun, it modifies, ya, or to substitute a noun. So the type of the dependent clause is an adjective clause. Ya, jadi jenis anak kalimatnya adalah adjective clause. Ya, oke. Adjective clause itu apa? A clause that modifies a noun. Ya, jadi klausa, a dependent clause, ya, jadi anak kalimat yang menerangkan nomina. Masih ingat what is an adjective? Apakah adjective itu? What is the definition of adjective? An adjective is a word. Kalau dia satu kata, ya, or a clause, ya. Kalau dia klausa, or a phrase. Kalau dia frasa, ya, that modifies a noun, or that functions as an adjective. Function as an adjective because it modifies a noun, gitu ya, memberi keterangan terhadap nomina. Nah, tadi in the first slide of my PowerPoint, ya. Oke. Kan di sini ada that meet basic human needs. Tadi saya katakan this is a pronoun because it substitutes the noun facilities. Ya. So it is a pronoun. Oke. Tapi kalau tadi yang that as a subordinate conjunction sudah ketemu Claudia? Oke, kalau gitu saya belum.
No.
Oke. Ya udah kalau gitu saya mau stop yang ini ya, saya mau ganti. Ya, saya mau ganti dengan I have to see the topic. Ini topiknya nanti adalah ya. Wait. Nah, subordinating conjunctions, ya. Subordinating conjunctions express first time, expressing time, ya, such as after, before, until, when, while, since, ya. Okay. And then expressing reason or cause as, because, ya. Or since, bisa juga, ya, kadang menggunakan since, ya. Since you joined the meeting late, ya, so you will be compensated, for example, ya. Karena Anda join the class or the meeting terlambat, maka Anda akan dikompensasi misalnya, ya. Oke. Kemudian expressing result or effect in order that or so that. Nah, ini so that tidak ada yang that saja, ya. Jadi saya benar, ya. Alhamdulillah, ingatan saya masih bagus. Alhamdulillah. Ya. Jadi Claudia, that does not function as a subordinate conjunction, but so that, yes, ya, to indicate or to express result or effect, ya. Oke. Untuk menyatakan hasil atau dampak, ya. Oke. Tidak ada yang that saja, ya. Oke. Ya. Kemudian expressing condition. Ya, sebentar. Expressing condition even if or unless, ya. Unless, kenapa unless? Because unless means if not. If tapi yang negatif gitu ya. Oke. To express contrast, although, even though, whereas. Nah, ini menyatakan kontras atau berlawanan, ya. Oke, ya. So that's ya. Jadi ya, so once again, ya. That is not functioning as a subordinate conjunction, no, but as a subordinating conjunction, it is so that, yeah, okay. And then pronoun functioning as a pronoun, since it it substitutes a noun, yeah, like in the example, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, is it enough, Claudia? Clear?
Thank you.
Ya, you're welcome. Ya, oke. Tapi dua-duanya kalau so that itu nanti diisi juga ya, anak kalimat juga. Tapi nanti kalau pakai so that berarti dia adverbial clause. Jenis klausanya adalah jenis anak kalimatnya adalah anak kalimat yang berfungsi sebagai adverb. Ya, oke. Kalau tadi that as a relative pronoun, the name of the type of the clause is adjective clause, a dependent clause which functions as an adjective. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word or a clause or a phrase that modifies a noun. Ya, oke. Yang menerangkan nomina. Kan itu tadi that menerangkan nomina ya. Oke. So, okay, thank you for your question, Claudia. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? Jadi you have already got a clear picture ya about the apa namanya the concept of phrase, clause, ya, and then independent clause, dependent clause, ya. Okay. No more question? Okay. Because we still have masih lama ini waktu kita ya, masih ada 50 menit. Okay. Now I want to ask you. Okay. How many types of phrases do you know? How many types of phrases do you know? Okay, who wants to answer the question? How many types of phrases do you know? One, two, three, 4, or 5, or 6. Ya, nggak ada yang nanya, ya udah saya tanya.
I think 6, ma'am.
Who is speaking, please?
Claudia, ma'am.
Claudia, okay. Claudia?
I think
6.
I think 6.
6 types. What are they?
Non-phrases, adjective phrases,
Okay.
adverbial phrases,
Yes.
prepositional phrases, conjunctional phrases, interjectional phrases.
Interjectional.
Yeah. Just 8, ma'am.
6.
Yes.
Ini, can you mention the source?
Okay, ma'am.
Source-nya apa? From internet ya? Website? Ya, Claudia. Claudia.
I think right in the chat
Ya,
column.
pokoknya. Oke. Jadi from a website ya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, oke. Ya, oke. Ini yang saya, kalau noun phrase, oke, benar ya. Adjective phrase is okay, good. Adverbial phrase, yes, ya. Prepositional phrase, yes. Conjunctional phrase itu yang mana ya? Can you give an example of conjunctional phrase? Claudia? Saya mau kasih komen, nanti takutnya ini conjunctional phrase ternyata benar gitu loh. Cuma dalam versi saya, oke, namanya saja yang berbeda gitu. Yang the last two types, conjunctional and interjectional phrases gitu. Itu apa? Itu mungkin ya. Mungkin there are new names for the names of the types of phrases that I know. Ya, contohnya apa? Conjunctional phrase. Ada tidak?
Ada, ma'am.
Apa?
In the web, example for conjunctional phrase,
for example, yes.
Is I will attend the ceremony provided that you come.
I will attend the ceremony
provided that you come.
Provided
that you come.
That you come.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yang mana? Which one is conjunctional?
Provided that.
Provided that. Oke. Okay. Iya. Oh iya, berarti ini adalah frasa yang menyatakan condition, ya. Conjunctional atau conditional sih? Conjunctional ya.
Conjunctional, ma'am.
Conjunctional.
Yeah.
Harusnya sih kalau conjunctional itu dari kata conjunction ya. Oke. Ya. Ini conjunction benar, tapi ini subordinate conjunction, ya. Ini subordinate conjunction. Ya. Jadi ini yang digunakan untuk anak kalimat ya, conjunction yang digunakan untuk dependent clause ya atau anak kalimat. Kenapa? Karena ada subject you and come ya, you as a subject and come as a verb or predicate. Ya. Oke. Itu namanya conjunctional phrase ya. Oke. Thank you for your example. Sekarang interjectional phrase, for example.
For interjectional phrase is what a pity he is dead.
What a pity
he is dead.
He is dead.
Yes, ma'am.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oke.
Is dead.
Yang mana?
In the web, no adverb gitu, ma'am. Nggak dijelasin.
Ya.
Cuman dia cuman kasih contoh what a pity he is dead.
How do you spell that?
Dead, D-E-A-D.
Oh, dead. Oh, ayah.
No.
Apa?
D-E-A-D.
D-E-A-D?
Yes.
Dead?
Yeah.
Oh, meninggal.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
oke. What a pity he is dead. Ya. Ini sebetulnya ya kalimat ini betapa sayangnya dia meninggal ya. Oke. Jadi ada sesuatu yang disayangkan dengan kepergiannya dia atau meninggalnya he ini tadi ya. Oke. Tapi sayangnya tidak diketahui mana interjectional phrase-nya ya. Tapi kalau based on the definition of a phrase katanya it does not contain a subject and a verb ya. Berarti what a pity di sini ya. Nah, ini tidak ada COVID-19.
Ya.
Apa yang dirasakan Pak Budi? Interjectional phrase?
Yes, is the functional of an interjection.
Interjectional phrase?
Phrase conduct the function of an interjection.
Okay.
The
example?
What a miracle, Dana has come to the program.
Yang phrase-nya dulu, jangan semuanya.
What a miracle.
What a miracle.
Yes.
Ya. Betapa mukjizatnya ya. Terus baru kemudian kenapa disebut mukjizat?
Dana has to the TV
and has come
to
the TV program.
Yes.
Oke. Dia bukan siapa-siapa, just an ordinary man atau young man gitu ya.
Yes.
Tapi dia masuk program TV ya.
Yes.
So what a miracle ya. Oke, ya, what a miracle. Oke, yes. Interjectional phrase. Good. Sudah satu.
Yes.
Oke. Ya, thank you Aulia.
Yes, ma'am.
Oke, good job Aulia. Yang lain di ada? Masih ada berapa? Ya.
Cindy, ma'am.
Cindy. Okay, Cindy. Oh, Cindy with S ya? Not with C. Okay, sorry. I wrote your name incorrectly. Okay, oh, kan salah juga. Karena ini bahasa Indonesia ya. Okay, good. Not a Western name. Okay, Cindy?
The last one is a conjunctional phrase. Conjunctional. Yeah.
Okay.
A conjunctional phrase.
Is?
Words as a conjunctional word as a conjunction in the sentence.
Okay. So conjunctional phrase is a phrase which has the form of
conjunction in the sentence. Yes.
Iya. Tapi dia harus dua kata ya, tidak boleh satu ya. Okay. Examples?
The example is we have to work hard so that we can win the next match.
Conjunctional itu so that.
Yeah, so that.
Are you sure? Okay. Did you read the example on the website?
Yes, ma'am.
Tapi kalau so that tadi saya bilang ya, itu adalah to express apa? Result or effect. Ya. Oke, coba kalimat Anda apa misalnya tadi? Your example, please.
We have to work hard so
We have
that
to work hard.
so that we can win the next match.
So that we can win the next match. Now that ini apakah condition? Bukan condition ya? Conjunctional. So that. Ya, ternyata conjunctional phrase itu semua all conjunctions which consist of more than one word. Ini saya baru tahu ini. Padahal ini adalah fungsinya sebagai subordinate conjunction itu ya. Oke. Karena apa? Setelah so that ya, itu diikuti dengan we can win this match gitu ya. Ada subject, there's a subject, there's a verb ya. Oke. Ya. Jadi semua all the phrases ya which functions as conjunction are grouped into conjunctional phrase. Ya. Bukan hanya not only conditional phrase ya. Oke. Ya, kalau begitu yang lainnya apa lagi selain so that? Tadi provided that ya. Ada lagi?
In order that.
In order that. Ya, oke. That's right. Anything else?
As soon as.
As soon as, okay. As long as soon as, ya. Ya. Itu bentuknya adalah jadi the phrase which consists of several words ya or a few words and then the function of the few words as a conjunction ya. Oke. Ya. Nah, ini saya baru tahu nih. Jenis yang baru saya tahu. Ya. Oke. Kalau saya bilangnya ya sudah itu aja ya, subordinate conjunction atau ya ini semua subordinate conjunction, provided that, in order that, ya kemudian so that itu adalah subordinate conjunction saja ya. Oke. Ternyata di sini menggunakan phrase ya. Jadi subordinate conjunctional phrase gitu ya. Subordinate conjunction kalau dia satu kata ya, karena dia dalam bentuk frasa, jadi subordinate conjunctional phrase. Oke, ya, oke. Thank you Cindy for your answer. Ya, good job. Next, ini yang tadi sudah yang mau dijelaskan oleh Sekar belum ini? Present participial phrase and past participial phrase. Belum ya? Sini kan tadi saya cut langsung. Ketika when she was about to explain present participial phrase and past participial phrase ya. Karena nanti ini penjelasannya lumayan agak panjang ya. Oke, siapa yang mau who wants to explain or re-explain about present participial phrase and past participial phrase? Ayo, melengkapi. Loh, Galih, Anda tadi yang bicara dengan ini. Dengan siapa tadi? Lupa saya. Yang tadi tidak mendengarkan penjelasan saya? Were you talking to a friend of yours? Tadi siapa yang saya tanya? Oke, tolong. Oh, Doni, ya. Were you talking to Doni when I asked? I saw him talking to someone. No, tadi kan saya, bukan ya? Yes. Oh, bukan Galih dari kelas ini. Oke. Ya, back to my question. The last. Ini tinggal 2 lagi nih. Gerund phrase prepositional phrase, interjectional phrase, subordinate,
Angel, ma'am.
conjunctional phrase. Okay, Angel.
Yeah.
Okay, Angel. Yes, Angel.
Participial phrase.
Yeah, phrase. Participial phrase.
Yeah, combine.
Yang pertama.
Yeah. Combine between participle, present, or past participle with complement or modifier.
Saya tidak menyebutkan itu tadi. Anda baca di website. Yang saya jelaskan tadi apa? Terbagi dua kan? Participial phrase is divided into two types ya. Two types. The first one is present participial and past participial phrases ya. Oke. Ya, sekarang Anda jelaskan satu-satu. Yang mana dulu? Which one do you want to explain first?
Present.
Oke, present participial. Yang mana?
Past dulu, ma'am.
Oh, past. Oke, past participial phrase. Yes.
Past participle phrase function adjectively to give more information about a noun or a pronoun.
Jangan function dulu. Jangan function, ya. Nah, kita fokus ke formnya dulu, bentuknya dulu. Bentuknya bagaimana? Past participial phrase is a phrase which begins. Nah, yang dimulai dengan apa? Yes. Mulai dengan apa? Angel. Namanya kan past participial phrase. Mulai dengan apa? Past participial. Apa Pak? What is past participial? Past participial is verb 3. Gitu kan? Ya? Okay, once again, Angel.
Past participle is begin with.
Past participial phrase is a phrase.
Past participle phrase is a phrase with begin with a verb 3.
Okay. For examples of verb 3, written, ya, driven, apalagi, ridden, right, wrote, ridden, gitu ya. Oke.
Yes,
ya. Contoh kalimat atau contoh frasa yang lengkapnya? Ya, harus pakai komplement memang ya.
Contoh kalimat yang dari mem tadi ya.
Terserah yang mana saja.
The book written by Mr. Kusuma is on K3.
Oke. Occupational, healthy, and safe ya. Salah. Occupational health and safety. Sorry ya. Occupational health and safety ya. Keselamatan dan kesehatan kerja ya. Oke, good. That's past participial phrase. The last one, please. Yang terakhir apa? Present.
Present participle.
Ya, present participial phrase. Apa?
Itu verb 1 plus ing ya, Mbak?
Yes, begins with verb 1 plus ing. Ya, contoh, example.
Contoh. The athlete carrying the ball. The athlete carrying the ball is Miroslav Klose.
Okay, which one is the present participial phrase?
Carrying.
Carrying what?
Carrying the ball.
Yeah, carrying the ball. Ya, the athlete carrying the ball. Nah, ya, oke. Jadi atlet yang membawa bola itu, ya, oke. Tinggal diteruskan nanti ya menjadi klausa. Oke. Ya, oke. Thank you very much. Angelina Jolie, ya. Angel, oke. Ya. Jadi tadi Sekar gets a point, and then Cindy, Aulia, and then the last one Angel, ya. Oke. Ya. Jadi 4 mahasiswa itu sudah dapat skor lagi, ya. Oke, my last question. Pertanyaan saya terakhir. What is the difference between gerund phrase and present participial phrase? What's the difference between gerund phrase and present participial phrase? Please mention your name if you want to answer my question? What is the difference? Based on form, sama-sama, both of them begins with a verb 1 plus ing. Ya kan? Itu similarity. But what is the difference? And give an example for each. Ini yang gerund phrase, ini yang present participial phrase. Ya. Ini yang Putra mana ini? Tadi Putra baru Ray yang menjawab pertanyaan saya. Yang lain belum. Ayo Putranya. Kalau di program IF program itu male students are more active than the female students. Makanya saya minta aku. Okay, the last two questions should be answered by the female students, the girls. Baru the girls jawab gitu ya. Ya, kalau sekarang the female students are more active than the male students. Because only Ray answered my question, one of my questions. Ayo. Maybe the last question is for male students ya. Any of them? Bagi yang Putra sekarang, saya mau tahu. Ayo dong, jangan mau kalah dengan yang Putri. James, Doni. Ya. Oke, time is up. Oke. Ya, upload your answer to our WhatsApp group. Ya. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. And I think that concludes our lesson today. Yeah, okay. Before we leave the meeting, let's have a prayer according to our own religion. Kita baca doa dulu ya sebelum kita meninggalkan meeting ini, pertemuan ini. Okay. Begin saying the prayer. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Astaghfirullahalazim. 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 Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Amin 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 ya rabbal alamin. Okay, thank you all for your participation in today's meeting ya. So don't forget to refresh again at home, and then because next week we will start a new topic about simple sentences. And Ray, please form groups, form 10 groups. Tolong bentuk 10 kelompok ya, Ray ya. Okay, and then please, please send the names of each group members to me personally. Anda japri ke saya kalau sudah. Nanti saya lihat susunannya, ya. Kemudian nanti and then I will send it back to you, ya. Okay, ya. Okay, thank you all for your participation, ya. Okay, and then see you again inshallah next week, ya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I also thank you for your participation, especially the active participation, Okay.
Yes.
Okay, see you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Morning. Have a nice weekend, man.
Happy
Okay.
Friday.
Have a nice weekend. Amin, inshallah.
Thank you.
Yeah. We can leave the meeting, ya.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you. Inshallah we'll meet again next week, ya.
Yes.
Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin.
Insyaallah.
Oh yes.
Inshallah.
Oh no.